How's it? Indian Cowboy, DocSports.com, coming at you on Wednesday, February 7th, as we get this video to you every around this time. Have your free pick selection in just a second. Believe we gave you Wake Forest yesterday, and they won by 1,000,000 points over Georgia Tech. The final score is 80-51. Hopefully we'll get you a nice free pick selection winner today, too. Looking forward to getting you that. Hello, I'm Indian Cowboy. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 free plays today for you. Hello, I'm Indian Cowboy. This is Doc Sports Indian Cowboy. The algorithms of Indian Cowboy have been around for 19 years. Doc Sports has been around for 53 years, been around a long time. I have a doctorate and a master's in Biostatistics. Well, welcome to my podcast. Our best selections over at docsports.com under Arun Shiva, our next best. Then we do a YouTube channel as well. For those of you who are interested, we do a live show on Wednesday and Thursday nights at 9:30, and you get to hang out with me. And I actually did an extra live show for you this morning and gave you 10 extra games and told you which one was my favorite, which is pretty awesome. So for $20 a month, you get 2 extra podcasts Wednesday and Thursday nights, and where we teach you how to fish and how to look at ball games in depth and how to do algorithms yourself. And sort of share with you the secrets to trade. It is my teaching channel, and it's a lot of fun, so hopefully you'll join us for that. Today's Wednesday, so I'll see you at 9:30 tonight. We usually talk about 10 games, okay? And usually hooks you up for the entire weekend, and including you get hookups as well. All right. If you want even more content, be sure to check our Twitter. It has our consensus reports and our trends on late-night ball games as well. We had a 4-unit winner in college in the NBA yesterday. We took the Rockets, and they got it done easily. Not easily, but they got it done over the Pacers, plus the 8. We have a 7-unit NBA selection today at 7 o'clock. We, of course, won our last 7-unit on the Kings over the Pacers. Great 10-5 college basketball run, though we lost with Texas Tech on the hook yesterday, which is frustrating. Probably should have given you Wake Forest. Probably had Iowa State as well, but I gave you Texas Tech. But we look to try to bounce back in college basketball today. Still a winning season between Pittsburgh and NC State. Like that selection there, 10-5 run. Football Super Bowl card out tomorrow. NBA 7-unit selection today. You already know the 4-unit Rockets won. NHL 4-unit selection on Wednesday. Split the card yesterday, won the over, and then we fell short on the side. And second half goal in the NHL is plus 5,000. Soccer 7-unit selection today, which is going on right now. Hopefully that'll win. Golf 6 units on deck for the Waste Management Open. And MMA, as you know, perfect 7-0 start to the MMA season. That's pretty good. So perfect 7-0 start to the MMA season for plus 3,500. Hopefully that will continue today or this weekend. All right, let's get to your free play selection today. And I like the under between Nebraska and Northwestern. Last time these two teams met earlier this year, the game went over. But for this one, I like the under 142. And 16-7, 15-7 teams hooking up here. The public is on the over to a tune of about 70%. Nebraska beat this team already by 5 points this year, so Northwestern has some revenge. Nebraska just lost to Illinois on the road by a bucket. Impressive, though. They have lost their last 5 road games, Nebraska has. So they're going to show up today, even though Northwestern has revenge. But Northwestern comes in after losing back-to-back losses themselves, having beaten Purdue at home, having revenge against Nebraska. It's a tough game. So you got Nebraska having lost their last 5 road games, coming off a nice home win. Then you got Northwestern who comes off back-to-back losses, and who has revenge against Nebraska. Okay, so I think these are 2 very motivated teams, and I'm going to take the under 142. Louisville and Syracuse, I'm going to surprise you here. I'm going to take Louisville. 7-15 and 13-8 teams hooking up here. Syracuse beat this team by 1 point last year. Syracuse off back-to-back losses, but here's the thing. Louisville might be playing better right now. Kenny Payne's team might actually be covering some games and playing better. They're still a very young team, so a monster win over FSU, and you knew something was up when they were only a dog by 4.5 points. And this is a team that played a pretty tight game against Virginia recently, too. I think Syracuse hangs tough here. Coach, of course, is on the hot seat, and I think it makes sense. Give me Louisville, plus the points. Notre Dame, Duke. I'm going to go with Duke here. 7-15 and 16-5 team. It's a very simple Duke off loss. Duke only won by 8 points last time these two teams met each other. They're not going to take Notre Dame lightly again. Duke has a very young team. They just lost to UNC on the road, so they're going to be peeved off. Duke is not going to take them lightly. I like the fact that Notre Dame's lost 5 in a row. And at the end of the day, even though Notre Dame is 7-15, they're still a blue chip program. So for Duke to beat the snot out of them would be useful for them as they come off a loss. Lean on Duke. Wisconsin, Michigan. I like the over in this game. Wisconsin is 15-6, 7-15 team. And man, is Michigan desperate for a win. I don't think they're going to win because Wisconsin came on the road last year to Michigan and lost in overtime. So they have motivation. However, Michigan is a desperate team and they really need to win something. And they did beat Ohio State at home early this year. Michigan, of course, is 2-9 in conference play, and Wisconsin rolls in off of back-to-back losses. So Wisconsin's going to be super motivated. Michigan is coming off, 4 straight losses. And Wisconsin lost in this place last time, but Michigan is probably going to be an active dog. I like the over here between these two teams. Moving on in the NBA, Warriors and Sixers. I like the Sixers. Sixers are a desperate team. They don't have Joel Embiid until early April. And I think Philadelphia gets Batum back today, so I think they're going to show up today. And plus, I don't trust Golden State completely because they do have Indiana on deck. They lost to my Hawks. They lost to the Lakers and Sacramento. And Philadelphia has lost back-to-back games to Brooklyn and Dallas, and they're still coached by Nick Nurse, and they get Batum back, and they're back at home. Give me the 5 points. Atlanta and Boston, I'm going to surprise you. I am a die-hard Atlanta Hawks fan. But why is the line 12.5? Why is the line 12.5 for a Hawks team that's red hot and who has revenge from a 10-point loss back in November? Atlanta comes off a tight game against the Clippers, okay? I want you to know Atlanta beat Golden State, Phoenix, Lakers, and Toronto, and Boston knows this. All right? I like the fact that Boston will not have a holiday today, which will make them, I think, actually play better, as they typically play well off an injury. Boston comes off beating the Memphis by 40 points. I think what happens here is that Atlanta is a little overvalued. I think Boston knows Atlanta's playing well, and I think Boston's going to lay the law down, if you will. And I think Boston's going to have some success here. And I think Holiday not playing actually helps Boston. Cavs, Wizards. I like the Wizards here. I like the fact that the Cavs have beaten this team twice this year, 114-90 and 140-101. They beat them twice in January 3rd and January 5th. Cleveland comes off 6 straight wins. Huge win against Sacramento by 26. They have Brooklyn on deck. It's not like Brooklyn's an exciting team to play. I like the fact Washington lost by 28 to Phoenix after losing by 8 to Miami, after losing by 16 to the Clippers. I think they show up here. I think Washington actually shows up here. Bagley is out, of course, but Kuzma is expected to play. And, given the fact that you have a Washington team that has a lot of guys that can still score, Kuzma comes back, that'll help them. And then they have about 5, 6, 7 guys who can score at least 6 points or more. 7 guys who scored at least 13 points in their last game, not to mention Kuzma coming back. Give me Washington. That's what I have for you on today's video. Don't forget 7-unit NBA selection at 7 o'clock and a 4-unit college basketball selection today. And we'll see how our soccer selection works out as well, the 7 units. So I want to give you a recap here. Remember, I gave you a live show earlier today with 10 thoughts, so be sure to grab that for YouTube Premium. I put the link on Twitter. And of course, YouTube Premium live show tonight at 9:30. It is my teaching channel where we teach you how to fish. I'll see you on that channel tonight. And soccer is, we're on, let me see something here. Yeah, so there you go. We'll see how that shakes out. But hopefully you'll join us for all of that stuff. Hope you guys do well. Super Bowl card out tomorrow. Please take a moment to like and subscribe to the YouTube videos. And again, your free play today is on that Nebraska Northwestern under. I gave you a lean on Louisville, lean on Duke. Lean on Wisconsin, Michigan over. Lean on the Sixers, Celtics, and Wizards. All right? Tomorrow I'll probably have 6 free plays for you. See you back here tomorrow. Take care.